Good evening, Tuesday night, people. It's going to be a quick video this week because tomorrow is my 45th birthday and I have some very important drinking to be getting on with. So, starting as I mean can go on. There we go. Right, I thought I'd show you my auto exec because I did some bits and bobs with D3 last week showing you how those tools work. So this week I thought I would show you some actual real life gluing them all together. So, get to the right directory and we'll merge in the auto exec. And there it is. And thanks for watching. What do you mean that's not good enough? Fine, I'll show you the rest of it. SPUI version 0.3. Of course, I had something else planned. You really think I'm going to let away with it? Beer. So here's my auto exec. There we go. I did nothing. Start it again. This time with an F4. And I will... You get how this works. Start it again, and this time I will change working directory, and it drops me to where I want to be, and it remounts the SD card for me. Ooh. Maybe a slight error in this. This demo has been recently crafted. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how these things work. This is my custom auto exec, and I will just drop to the operating system. As you saw from the demo, the silly throwaway demo I just did, it's loaded out of another directory. So we'll go to that directory. As I'm demoing SPUI, the entire of my auto exec is built as a SPUI demo. And if you pull down the 0.3 version, you will find these files in there for you, so you can pick it apart and use it for yourself. I wrote it as a text file. So here is the text file source that I used to write the actual auto exec. And that is it very briefly there. Just quit. And SPUI itself loads an ini file, and this is the ini file that SPUI uses to make its menu. And the ini file is the new feature itself that is in 0.3, and you can grab these and download, as I said, all of this from GitHub, but that's the file that I use for my auto exec. Now, the SPUI binary itself will be in the distro, but obviously none of the auto exec demo files will be there all on the GitHub. So now let's just use the same technique that I just showed you. Oops. And we'll list it. Let's just go to 64 column mode and we'll list it. So here we go. It's pretty simple. All I'm doing is firing up the ini file, and line 50, you'll see there is the important one. SPUI menu -I, the new command line option for 0.3, and we load the ini file. And everything else is just the same SPUI that you've seen in previous versions. It's very, very simple. And like I say, if you want to, you can look at all these in the distro. I'm using the tools from D3 to manage my automated checking for network startup every 10 repetitions. And if I just run this... Oh, dearie me, it's never been tested in that before, obviously. So I'll just find a bug in SPUI. We'll make sure we try and fix that in the next version. But if I just fire us off normally here, and what you'll see is, as it comes up, I really should have pressed F4, not F1, never mind. As it comes up and the menu does appear, it's chain loaded. So the auto exec loads the SPUI batch file, and I've got this lovely thing here that says retokenize startup, and that loads a different basic file called tokenize.bas, which literally will reparse the autoexec.txt, turn it into a basic file and load it again. This allows me to update my autoexec.txt across the network, or using my Toshiba FlashAir, or using NextSync or any of the other files like that that have been written by the community. And then I can recompile, or technically retokenize as it says, on startup. So that allows me a lot of flexibility in how I maintain my startup sequence over the network. The other thing that I'm using SPUI for right here is, with the ini method, I can update the ini file over the network easily, which means I can update my shortcuts. So for now, what I'm going to do is just drop out of here with escape, which cancels SPUI, drop into the startup folder. Now I'm in the right file. I can just do .spui menu -I auto exec.ini. And that's it. It's literally that simple. So that is the new feature for 0.3, is the ini ini file configuration of your menus. Now, there's no actual new features outside of that since version 2, so the reason I've done this auto-exec demo is to show you how you can tie all these little bits and bobs the last few weeks together and build yourself a very little code startup sequence. The only actual code that I've written here is the code that does the actual responses from the menu. The menu itself, as promised with SPUI, is code free, and with the ini file stuff, we've finally gotten there. So you can download all these things from GitHub. They'll be available at the same time as this video goes live. And that is it for now. That is the end of this video. Thank you very much, you wonderful Tuesday night people. I'm off to get drunk for the next several days, and I will see you next Tuesday. TTFN.